Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? I hope you guys had a great weekend. We're off to a new week. New week, new me. That's kind of my motto. I leave everything last week in the past. I start a new week. I'm ready to get after it. So that's what I've been doing every week, and it's refreshing. I have to say that it is refreshing. But what we're seeing in the market, right now, we just need to take it a little slower. There's opportunities all over the place. We just have to take it a little slower and wait for these depending on what you're trading. I like to trade pivots and channels, and these things you just have to wait for them to show themselves. I mean, I've done this for the last 5 or 6 years, exclusively, and it's just as strong now as it has been when I first started. Now, have I had to make some changes and adjustments? Absolutely. We're going to have to continue to do that. The market is fluid; it changes. And I'm talking about the individual equities that we trade in the market, and even the market as a whole. It'll go up, it'll go down, it'll trade sideways, kind of like it's doing now. We're kind of consolidating. Here I say slow market construction ahead. The market's building or constructing, or what we say is consolidating. It's when the market consolidates, it's building up to do something. It's either going to explode up or wash down, and that's what we're seeing. So if you take a look at what's been going on the last couple of weeks, that's kind of what we've been seeing. Kind of what we saw in here, but it wasn't so much so defined, but it tried to break to the long side. Then we fell back and hit the bottom of this channel, and it started going again. Here we consolidated, bottom fell out, and here we just kind of inched up. We hit, we tested the top of this range again, pulled back, bounced off the bottom, we hit the top, and now we're consolidating. We're above the 5-day moving average, but we're below the top of this channel, or this ascending resistance. We've got ascending support that's pretty much hanging out at the 50-day. And we've got ascending resistance. They've been pretty much on point, throughout most of this year. And, is it gearing up to finally pop this and make a run toward 450? That's what it's looking like. But, we've got so much going on. We've got this Delta variant that's starting to kick ass. We especially, in our state, we just got the numbers. I was in the hospital this morning with my wife, and they were talking about how they only had like 3 ICU beds left open. They're starting to kind of fill up again. And 78% of the people in the ICU are on COVID protocol. They're incubated, whatever you call it, incubated. It's when they have you on the ventilator. But that's starting to peek its head out here and there. Then we've got this infrastructure thing going on that looks like they've come to an agreement. You've got a couple of jackasses that are or outliers, but for the most part, 90% of Americans want better roads. They want better, infrastructure. It's, we haven't put anything into it in a long time. So, they're trying to give us, what we want. This is one thing that most people can come together on. But, all of this is showing some indecision here. But look, 2 days in a row, this thing almost looks identical. The candlesticks almost look identical. Friday and today. So, what are we going to see tomorrow? We just have to wait and see. It's been a chopped up mess today. So, I'm saying if you read technical analysis, it's gearing up to go long, but it could very well, the bottom could fall out on some bad news. We don't know what's coming. But here's the channel that it's been trading in. The last 2 days, we're sitting right on top of it. Just right on top of this channel. It's not really going anywhere, but look at the 5-day moving average. It's showing, a little bit of short-term strength. So tomorrow's going to give us hopefully a little bit more clarity. I was hoping that today would give us a little more clarity. It just gave us another day like we had Friday. So maybe tomorrow's going to give us an idea of what to expect. But like I said, there's opportunity, everywhere. All right, quick message for you guys. Mentorship is everything in trading. If you don't believe it, doubtful you're going to get very far. And I'm not talking about paid mentoring. I'm not talking about you paying somebody. No one is born knowing technical analysis. You had to learn it from somebody. No one is born or comes into this industry knowing how to read a stock chart. You had to learn it from somebody. And if you did, you had to learn it somewhere. Or how to understand fundamental analysis. Nobody's born knowing that. We learn this from others. If you say you're self-taught and you read a book that somebody wrote or you watched a video that somebody did, you learn from others. You learn from somebody else who, in a sense, gave some type of mentoring. A big part of mentoring is teaching. The other big part is demonstrating through personal instruction. Okay, that's what I do every single day in the community. Okay, I demonstrate through personal instruction. I don't tell you that when things are not going your way, you need to walk away. When things are not going my way, I walk away. And I expect you to do the same thing, follow the example, and not sit there and try to fight yourself and fight the market and continue to dig a hole. We lean on those that have walked this path before us. Okay, now, in the beginning, I didn't think I needed any mentoring, but I think God might call me, or message me and say, hey, look, I think, I see some genius in your trading. I think, you need a little bit of direction and you could go very far. He was right. Okay, he was right. I have 2 mentors now. One of them, he's retired, been there, done that, everything. He still, manages his own he has a hell of a lot of money, but he still manages it himself, but he doesn't actively, trade or go to work anymore. I don't pay him. He mentors me for free. He enjoys, watching me do whatever it is I do. Up, down, all around, or whatever. Maybe he gets a kick out of it. But I have another mentor who's younger, who's been in the game and is still in it. I pay him. Okay, his time right now is valuable, so I pay him. But you don't have to have a mentor to pay. You don't. It's all about leaning on those that have come through the path that we're going, and that can help guide us and demonstrate through personal instruction. You guys that are members, I don't sell you any mentoring time at all. I don't sell it to you. You go on the website, you don't see it. I don't sell it. I give it to you. Okay? I give it to you. It's up to you to take advantage of it. It's not up to me to track you down to do it. But it's very, very important. Okay, I really want you to understand how important it is, how it's going to help you get to that next step in your trading. All right, so let's take a look at today. This morning, okay, I was out this morning. Like I said, I was at the hospital with my wife. She was getting a procedure done. And I got back a little bit earlier than I anticipated. But, typically around 12 o'clock, I'm not really trading. I'm pretty much waiting until, after 1 o'clock. Well, you look at this. I was looking at SQ, and SQ is one of the charts I have up all the time. I think I showed you guys this before. Let me pull it over here so that you can see. This is one of the montages that's on one of my monitors. Every day I have the SPY. Oh, it looks like the SPY is selling off a little bit now. So I have the SPY up here. This SPY trades 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Starts at 8 o'clock Sunday and stops at, I think, 8 o'clock Friday. So I'm looking at it all throughout the night. When I'm up, I'll just kind of glance at it. Looks like we're losing it right now. But I have it and SQ up. I used to have it and Roku up. Now SQ is my bitch. That's not nice. SQ is the one that I kind of watch to try to catch some good moves on, because it can move pretty good. I mean, look at it right here. And this is what happened today. I mean, they're good moves in this stock periodically. Sometimes it falls into a channel and sits there, but once it breaks out, we have some pretty good moves. So, I happened to glance at that chart and I saw it setting up. And we had, pretty good moves. So I got in. I didn't anticipate this thing to run up to 284 as fast as it did. I wish I had put my order out, but it ran up. I went to take profit manually because it had run up. It just blew through that, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to grab it. I hit my cover 2/3 versus sell 2/3. So it tried to buy me 202 shares of SQ, which I didn't have enough buying power to get. So it rejected the order. And I was sitting here trying to figure out why it rejected. I'm like, damn, it wouldn't let me take profit. The whole time it's coming in. Then I realized I had tried to buy versus sell. So I just kind of waited it out. As long as technically we stayed in play and we didn't hit my max loss, I was going to let it work. And you can see we came right back, hit 284. I was able to get profit there. We pushed up. not quite to 286. I was looking for 286.50, but it didn't quite push her. Pulled back, held a 9, tried to lose the 9 right here, but we got this one big screaming candle up, almost hit 286. I changed it to 286, and we hit 286 on this candle. Never got to 286.50, and it started coming in. Ended up taking it off once it pretty much confirmed twice that we weren't gonna go back over the 20, and so I took the rest of it off for a little profit stop. But really nice trade. It's what I do every day. I came in late. I applied the same strategy that I apply every day. Did it take a little bit more patience? Yeah. After I made this little mistake, I waited it out. Ended up, nailing a couple of targets here. So really nice trade on SQ. AMD is the one that I've been looking at this morning. I left the notes in there, a note in there for you guys in chat about SQ and what I was looking for. AMD, and what I was looking for it to lose that 107? No, 109. The pre-market low here, and I was looking for it to lose this 109 and 108 pivot today, and it just washed all the way out, came all the way down and tapped 108, then it bounced all the way back up, and it just sold off the rest of the day. I didn't get in until we took out the low here. You could see I didn't trade inside this channel. This was like $1, a little over $1. I don't like trading inside these channels. I said if you're a good scalper or you don't mind scalping, you could scalp these moves and it would have worked out good. And a couple of people did that. But I waited. I was looking for a bigger target, bigger move. It was just too late in the day for it to do it. I was kind of hoping it would kind of sell off going into the close, but it didn't. I was able to grab some profit here when I realized 107 was holding. If you were in the chat, you kind of saw this. I was pointing this out to you as it was happening. And that's all part of learning how to read price action and letting the chart tell you what's happening. And being able to read the chart, being able to read technical analysis, read the price action, you'll be able to make better decisions. So instead of sitting here waiting to see if it's going to come back, I took profit because we couldn't get through this. And it bounced, ended up stopping me back out to break even, and it just traded sideways the rest of the day and into aftermarket. So not a good trade. It was just late in the day. It was less likely that it would work, but we locked in $522, and I essentially traded half a day. And instead of trading the morning today, I traded the afternoon session. Like I said, there's always opportunities. Sometimes there aren't opportunities in the afternoon. Sometimes they are. Oftentimes if I have a really solid morning, I may not take any chances in the afternoon unless it was 100% perfect. But I definitely would take this trade all day. But we'll see where this goes tomorrow. I still think we got some room down to 105 and then down to 100. But that's going to wrap it up today. I hope you guys had a great day. And we'll get back at this thing in the morning. I'll be there bright and early tomorrow. So won't miss the open. We'll see if we can can make it rain. So you guys have a great night, and I will catch you tomorrow.